fighters I want to speak about, and I think he was in probably one of the biggest fights that might have gone unnoticed to some other people in the so-called boxing media, but it didn't to the boxing real world media. Justis Huni, Fabio Wardley, that 11th round obviously lost. 10th, sorry, very close fight. He's back. Talk about what Justis has been up to the last month and his pathway back to getting inside the top 10.
I keep saying this. Nobody has seen the best of Justis Huni. Far from it. He has, even that last fight, I thought this particular fight against Fabio, I thought he was going to get in that ring at 90%. I think he got in the ring about 70 at best. He tore his bicep 2 weeks out, didn't do any more punching. Already had an issue with his nerve in his elbow leading into that fight. There's excuses, but that particular fight, 5 weeks notice. I'll keep going back to the count. Yeah, they counted to 10. They waved him off way too fast. They should have asked him to walk forward. He had that fight to win. He won every single round. Round 1 and round 2 could have went either way. But in my eyes, he won every single round. There's good things to come from Justis, and he's going to be on this undercard as well. And
co-main?
Absolutely co-main.
Can't wait.
Like Justis is world class. He will be the best heavyweight to come out of this part of the world, no doubt. Where Jai was back in 2022 to where he is now, it's worlds apart. Where Justis is now, at 26, he's actually got a year head start on Jai, where Jai was. Who knows where Justis is going to be in the next 3 years, 4 years. He's only 26 years old, and we keep saying he's only getting started. So he is a massive, massive talent, and I couldn't be any more proud to have him on our books. I've been a part of Justis' career since the amateurs, so there's big things to come, but he's definitely going to be on the undercard. He's going to be the co-main, and there's a major, major opponent going to be named. And we're just trying very, very close to getting it across the line. If we do get it across the line, it's a main event on its own.
Well, let's speak on that, Mick. Justis just come off an interim world title fight, and you're saying this fight alone is going to be a main event. Can we have any idea on any hints on who the opponent could be?
Nothing. Sorry. Look, these negotiations are very delicate, as we all know, and people can become very fickle. So the last thing I want to do is ruin it, not only for Justis, but ruin it for the event. But it's definitely going to be a fight that everyone's going to look forward to, and everyone's going to get behind. That's 100%.
Now, you're saying Justis is, say, 3 years, he's in that same position Jai was back in 2022. Now, with Jai, he's cruiserweight champion now. He's going to get undisputed soon. By the time he hits heavyweight, Justis should be the top dog. Is that a fight you'd look at in the future? Jai versus Justis?
Look, that's more personal between the two guys. If it makes sense, this is the sport they're in. It's like it's playing against your best mate in rugby league. Of course you're going to play against him. Of course you're going to try and win. Of course you're going to give it to him. It's a sport. There's no hard feelings. But this is the industry that they've taken on. This is the sport that they're in. So if it makes sense, absolutely. But that would probably be the biggest fight Australia will ever see. There'll be a Suncorp Stadium event 4 or 5 years down the track. But who knows? Like, things in boxing, things change every minute.